Fourier series expansion of even and odd functions with a standard period. Standard period means minus pi to pi. Okay, this is x-axis, y-axis. Suppose this is minus pi and this is plus pi. And if the function is even, it will be symmetric about, say, cos x. It will be symmetric about y-axis. Whenever you see that interval is from minus pi to pi or from minus L to L, means any arbitrary interval, then always check whether the function is even or odd. I have already explained what is even function and odd function. You can check it graphically also. So whenever function is even, we know when you integrate a even function from minus L to L or say minus A to A, and if the function is even, integration becomes, the limit changes, since it is symmetric about y-axis. We are integrating from minus L to L. It can be minus 1 to 1, minus 2 to 2, minus 3 to 3, like that. Here I am considering f of x as even function and I have to integrate it. So this becomes zero to L twice f of x dx. If in place of f of x even, if it is an odd function, for f of x odd function, answer of integration will be 0. Odd. Based on this concept, you can reduce the calculation of Fourier series when it is in the interval minus pi to pi. Then you will check a0, when you will integrate a0 is just even, you can write twice of 0 to L f of x dx. Therefore, this 2 has come, twice of 0 to. Similarly, an also, this is even function and we know that cos is also even function. Even into even is even. Therefore, you can calculate an. But when you calculate bn, f of x is even and calculate bn in the formula sin nx comes. So, even into odd becomes odd. Therefore, bn becomes 0. So, what is important thing to remember? For even function, bn is always 0. And therefore, the Fourier series computation reduces and you have to find out only a0 and an by the use of the formula given here. Similarly, for expansion of odd function, a0 will become 0 because if this is odd, integration from minus pi to pi will become 0. As I told you here, minus L to L, if you are integrating and f of x is odd, integration value becomes 0. Therefore, a0 and an becomes 0 for odd function. a0, you have to remember this. And the final Fourier series computation reduces a lot because you don't have to calculate a0 and an, and bn you can calculate using the formula given and using the fact minus L to L will reduce to 0 to twice of 0 to pi. In place minus pi to pi will reduce to twice of 0 to pi. Since this is odd, odd into odd is again even. Therefore, computation reduced a lot. Again, I am explaining the same thing in the interval minus pi to pi. Always check whether the function is even or odd. If it is even function, bn becomes 0 and your Fourier series can also be called cosine series because it has all terms of cos in it, no sine term. will be there in it. Therefore, when you will expand this, this is also called cosine series. When f of x is odd function, I have already explained to you, a0 and an will become 0, and you have to calculate only bn. And hence the series will have only sine terms in it. For minus pi to pi, or also you can say arbitrary interval minus L to L, where L can take any number 1 to infinity. One thing you have to remember is that even and odd properties you have to check only when the interval is minus L to L or minus pi to pi. But for a function which is defined over 0 to 2L interval, properties or of even and odd does not follow, and you have to find all coefficients a0, an and bn. Now we'll consider an example where function f of x is x cube. X cube, as we know, it is odd functions because 3 is odd number. X to the power, always whenever you have odd number, it will be a odd function. We have to check even or odd because the interval is minus pi to pi. Therefore, as we know, a0 and an will become 0, and the Fourier series will have only sine terms in it, and we have to compute or calculate only bn. So as we know, the formula of bn is 2 upon pi 0 to pi. This c should be pi 0 to pi f of x sin nx. So x cube sin nx. Here you will take x cube as u. After 3 differentiation, 4th differentiation of x cube will be 0, and sin nx we will consider as v, which we are going to integrate. v1 will be, this is u as it is, first term. This is v1, means first integration of v. Sin nx integration is minus cos nx upon n. Alternate plus minus sign in the formula, therefore minus. Differentiation of u means differentiation of x cube. It is 3x square. Always put the minus sign of integration inside the bracket so that you will not end up doing any sign mistake. So now when you will integrate cos nx, no change in sign, therefore this minus sign will continue as it is, minus sin nx upon 1, n will increase in the denominator, plus second differentiation of x cube, which is 6x, minus third differentiation of x cube, which is 6, which is constant, and the fourth differentiation will be 0. And this is v2, second integration. You can calculate it separately also. Write down v, write down v1, v2, v3. Similarly, you can calculate to make it simpler. So first integration of sin nx, this is second integration of sin nx minus sin nx upon n square, and this is third integration. Again the sign, when you will integrate sign, minus sign will come, so it becomes positive cos nx upon n cube. 1n always increase in the denominator after integration. Again minus sign as given in the formula. So I will explain you the formula here once of integration by parts. uv dx is equal to u v1 is first integration, minus u dash v2 plus alternate plus minus sign u double dash is second integration, second differentiation of u, and v3, and so on will go on. So this is what we are using here. You can take u separately. You can take, if you are finding it difficult in the exam, you can take it like this. You can take this as sin nx, make one table and then substitute it in the formula. Nx, when you will integrate this, v1 will be minus cos nx upon n. Similarly, you can do you complete the column. Here you can take u as and then substitute in the above formula. X cube, u dash is, it is very easy, so you can do it on your own. It is already given here. So now it is the time to substitute upper limit, which is pi, and minus lower limit. Since we know that sin nx is always 0, when x is pi or 0. So we will erase all the sin terms because lower limit is, and we have to see only cos term. So I am considering only this cos term exists and this sin term, this cos term exists. Now we will put upper limit pi, cos n pi value is minus 1. Therefore, we know that cos n pi is minus 1. So in the next step, we will put cos n pi is equal to minus 1 to the power of n, and we will take it commonly out in this step. So what you will get, 1 pi will get cancelled here. So it will be minus pi square upon n plus 6 upon n cube. Finally, we substitute it in f of x here, value of dn, and expand the expansion. Another example on Fourier series, if f of x plus 2 is equal to f of x, this statement always tells you that f of x is a periodic function with period 2 pi. 2 pi is the period after which it repeats its value. Obtain Fourier series expansion for the function given by f of x is equal to mod x. Mod x means it will never become negative in the interval minus pi to pi. In the exam, this is very important that you should see interval. When you see that interval is from minus pi to pi or minus L to L, you have to check whether the function is even or odd. Definition of even function is f of minus x is equal to f of x. Mod x, when you will put minus x, again it will give you f of x only. Therefore, it is a even function. Graph of mod x will look like this. Always positive. This is graph of mod x. This is y-axis and this is x-axis. This is explained here. F of minus x, that is, in place of x you put minus x. In mod, whatever goes in mod becomes positive, therefore you are getting f of x itself. Therefore f of x is equal to mod of x, is an even function. You can also write like this, mod of x is equal to minus x from minus pi to 0, that is in negative. Suppose this is minus pi, when x is negative, then also pi is positive here, and this is x is equal to pi. So when this definition from minus pi to 0, f of x is minus x, and from 0 to pi it is x. There, since our function is even function, therefore bn will become 0 and our computation reduces. Fourier series will have only a0 and an in it, so we will calculate a0. We know a0 can be calculated using the formula 2 upon pi integration 0 to pi f of x dx. Now we know f of x is x. We'll take x, integration of x is easy. Put upper limit minus lower limit, you will get pi. So a0 we got pi. Similarly, we will calculate an. In an, you have to use integration by parts because you have 2 upon pi 0 to pi x cos nx dx. Integration by parts, we will consider x as u and cos nx as v. So this is u and this is first integration of v is cos nx. Cos nx integration is sin nx upon n minus differentiation of u, that is differentiation of x, which is 1, first differentiation of x, and then again one more time integrate v1, which will give you v2, and since it is integration of sign will change, it will become minus cos nx upon n square 0 to pi. Now you have to put the upper limit first and lower limit. As I told you, for 0 to pi, whenever you use lower limit and upper limit, wherever you see sign term, you can easily cancel it, since we know that sin nx is 0 when n is 0 and pi. So we are getting only 2 upon pi n square cos n pi 0 to pi. We know that sin n pi's value is minus 1 to the power of n, as explained earlier. This is nothing but cos n pi, and cos 0 is 1. Therefore, we are getting this. Now you can compute it further by taking add n as odd or even. We know that minus 1 to the power of odd number is minus 1 only. To the power odd number will give you minus 1 only. So when you will have odd number, this will become minus 1 and minus 1, which will become minus 2 into 2 will give you minus 4. So when n is odd, you will get, for odd n, you will get minus 4 upon n square. For even n, minus 1 to the power of even number will give you 1. If you have even number, which can also be represented as 2n, you will get 1. So when you will put here even number, this will become 1, 1 minus 1 will become 0, and hence for even number, value of an will become 0. So we will substitute this in our Fourier series, which is a0 by 2. Our a is pi, so this is pi by 2 minus 4 upon n. From here we are getting 4 upon pi, within bracket cos. Here we will take only odd terms. See, these are all odd terms because odd n. Why odd n? Because for even an is becoming odd n, all odd n. Therefore, our series, when we put x is equal to 0 in this series, since cos 0 is 1, you will get the series as shown here. In place of cos, you put 1, 1, 1, and then they are asking you to prove that 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 3, all odd numbers in the denominator are square, is equal to pi square upon 8. So you can see left hand side is 0. For x is equal to 0, you can see this is x is equal to 0, y is also 0. Therefore, function's value becomes 0 at x is equal to 0. This we are using to compute the series which they are asking in the question. So left hand side becomes 0, and then you move this part on one side, it will change the sign, and this 4 will get divided here, it will become 8, and pi will get multiplied, so you will get pi square. Hence we got the series. Next example, to expand the function f of x is equal to x square in the Fourier series in minus pi to pi, and hence deduce 1 upon 1 square plus 1 upon 2 square plus 1 upon 3 square plus 1 upon 4 square. This means 1 upon n square all is equal to 5 square upon 6. Again, first observation is that always check the interval. As soon as you will see that interval is from minus pi to pi, check whether this is function given is odd or even. Since power of x is even, therefore this function becomes even. So this is, sorry, I have written wrong. This is even function. So we will, what for even function? For even function, Pn becomes 0. So Fourier series computation reduces a lot, and Fourier series will be having only cosine term in it, and which can be calculated by using formula. Here you can directly also you can remember that A0 formula will be 2 upon pi 0 to pi, since even function f of x dx, f of x dx. So we will calculate A0. See here, same formula which I have explained you here. Put upper limit pi, lower limit 0, it will give you 0 only. So you will get A0 is equal to 2 pi square upon 3. That similar way, we will calculate an. See, this is even, cos is also even. Even into even will give you even function. Therefore, the integration limits will change to twice of 0 to pi. So, this formula reduces to twice of 0 to pi divided by pi here in the formula itself, x square cos nx dx. Here the explanation is given. You can check. Now, by UV rule, as we have done so many problems, you will take ux square since its benefits after two differentiation, vs cos nx. So this is u and this is v. This is u dash and this is first integration of sin cos nx, second integration of cos nx, sin nx, sorry. This is v1 and so on with alternate plus minus sign. As I told you, shortcut is that whenever the limits are 0 and pi, you can easily cancel out sign terms. And for this, when for lower limit x will be 0, so only you have to check how we are getting this. I will explain it once to you. You will get 2 pi, since I am putting in place of x upper limit pi, cos n pi. What is cos n pi? Minus 1 to the power of n pi upon n square. This is for upper limit, and for lower limit big 0 will come since x is 0. So when you will further calculate, you will get n is equal to 4 upon n square minus 1 to the power of n. Put this in the series, this one, value of a0 and an, and put n is equal to 1. You will get this. Here n is equal to 1. This term is equal to 1. Here n is equal to put 2 and so on, and expand the series to get the final answer. If they are asking you to deduce something, always try and put x is equal to 0, since cos 0 is 1, and you will get this deduction. This is x square is equal to, this is the expansion, this is value of f of x square. For deduction, put x is equal to pi, cos pi is 0, sorry, 1, cos 2 pi is 1, cos 3 pi is minus 1, alternate plus and minus sign will come. You can also check this on calculator if you are confused. Otherwise, you should remember that cos with n even will always give you 1, sorry, and with odd you will get minus 1. So with this you will get this, then move this term to other side of the equation. From one side, whenever you move to other side, sign will change. Calculate this by taking LCM. You will get 2 pi square upon 3, and finally take this 4 by cross multiplication in the denominator side, and hence you have proved the result which they were asking. You can